Well, good morning, everybody. Good evening. Happy Father's Day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. Um, yeah, so I mean, things are looking up around here. I mean, the sun still decides to hardly ever come out. It's always overcast as usual, probably like everywhere else in the world. But anyway, first thing I want to talk about um, is let's see, we've got Dawn in the house. Hello, Dawn. Thank you. Ashley Kane. Hello. D Barks, hello. Precious Devere, remember? Yeah, I wanted to talk about the membership things. Yeah, I know I didn't really come through on some of the memberships where I was going to do private chats and stuff like that. But I think it's just becoming a member is would be great. Just because. I mean, I want to give the material to everybody, but I want to people to be happy to be a member also. So. But thank you, Precious Devere. Let's see, Virgo, Catless 84. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, CGA. CCA. Meghan Markle is brewing with anger now that her nemesis Catherine broke the internet with the return. Well, isn't that the truth? We'll get to that in a minute. But speaking of Princess Catherine, thank God. Thank God that woman is just so amazing, so incredibly strong, so brave, so beautiful, so perfect. And the world knows that. And I think, in my opinion, oh, yeah, also, let me say that too. My opinion, entertainment purposes only, as usual. If you don't like the show, you don't have to watch, you don't have to do anything. You can go watch SpongeBob SquarePants, somebody's favorite show or idol. But she really only has one person that doesn't like her and who is so jealous of her. It's just crazy, and that's my sister. And there's no comparison whatsoever. Over here you've got the real queen, Princess Catherine, just idolized by everybody, who is perfect and just gorgeous, stunningly, amazingly beautiful. And over here in America, where there's no royal titles, you've got somebody who pretends to be a princess. I mean, how embarrassing is that? Seriously. It's just like you walked away from the royal family, and you know what? You're not a royal. You never will be. You never were. You're never going to be. You're never going to have a title. I mean, I think it's what, Princess Hanky now, or what, Princess Henry? Well, Hank is short for Henry, so we'll just say Princess Hank. But how amazing is that she just, comes back and she looks so amazing. You just got to hand it to her. She's incredible. And Godspeed and all the positive vibes in the universe that went out to her over the last few months have worked, because she's loved by everybody around the whole world. And that's just, there's nothing you can do about it, Meghan. You could have been sitting on, I'm not even going to talk about that right now. I'm just going to talk about how amazing Catherine is, and everybody knows it. So, but in that same note, okay, flooded on the internet was just this horrible news the same day as Trooping the Color, right? The same day, because days leading up to it, there was a bunch of fake news put out by I wonder who. It could only be the person who has just tried to destroy everybody's lives for years now, and we all know who that is. But all this horrible news about, like, oh, Catherine's fatally ill, not gonna make it, she won't be attending this and that, and then bam, the day before, in your face. which was incredible. But just how rotten is it for somebody to put out bad press, and then, like predicted, like clockwork, you could set your watch to Meghan making news about her to take away from other events continuously, still to this day. So when I saw that there was raspberry dingleberry jam with hair in it and dog biscuits. It's just like, really? I mean, seriously, dingleberry jam and dog biscuits. Okay, so let me just get this straight. Let me just wrap my head around this. How does that, like, seriously? Come on. How disturbing is that somebody would even like think that that's okay, like anywhere, and to top it off, we got to do a little name dropping in there. So Nacho apparently got some dingleberry jam also. Who freaking cares? To try and upstage the ultimate Princess Catherine with dog biscuits and raspberry jam, just to put it out there hours before, and then to put out all these other stories like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to jam her up. Of course, a source says, and that's always a source with all these stupid articles about, all on the same day, all an hour before. It's just so ridiculous. How jealous and disgusting and sick do you have to be to continually do that? It's just unbelievable. And allegedly, this is all my opinion. So everybody can make up their own minds on that. But I just find it just very bizarre, that you would think that one would learn by putting their hand on the stove and getting burned repeatedly, not to do it anymore. But no, I'm going to say a lie, and I'm going to say 20 more lies to cover it up. Yeah, because that's what I do. Not me, of course. But I want to put everybody's mind at ease. Like, I had no impulse or desire to buy any raspberry jam or dog biscuits at all, ever in my whole life. So I just want to make that clear. So, but the Daily Beast, the Daily Beast, let me find this. Let me find this here. The Daily Beast put out, Meghan Markle didn't mean to jam up Kate Middleton's big return. A source says. Of course, a source says. Always a source says. Look at that. Look at that crap. How crappy is that? Let's see. Yeah. Anger at Meghan Markle. Hold on. Let's see. Anger at Meghan Markle over Nacho Figueroa's big reveal of her newest American Riviera Orchard products just hours before Princess Catherine. And then they have to say Kate Middleton, of course, because you know where that comes from. That's paid PR for dipshit. Made her big return to public life as... Excuse me 1 second. So anyway, sorry about that. But my mom means well, but she keeps dinging and dinging and dinging, and I can't go into settings right now and turn off notifications. So, but yes, Mom, I love you. Thank you so much. Yes, you're awesome. But ding, 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 it doesn't work for me. All right. Of course, ceding exact control over content and timing is an inherent social media campaign. Basically, yeah, it's just, so she puts out 20 articles about her jam and dingleberry jam, and for those who don't know what a dingleberry is, it's in reference to something that gets stuck to you while wiping the back door. That's a dingleberry. So, but if you didn't mean to do it, then don't do it in the first place. Don't put all this shit out there and then put one story out there that says, oh, I didn't mean to. A source says. It's always a source. Why is it always a source? Because you don't want to look like an ass. And be held accountable for anything ever. That's what it's about. Critics suspected that Meghan's fingerprints are all over the affair. However, the Daily Beast now understands from a source that Meghan did not order up the post from Figueres, whoever that is, and in fact, no input over when it would post. Of course not. So right there, she had no idea that this was going to post hours before Trooping of the Color. Really? Okay. Yeah, we all believe that. Okay. Of course, ceding exact control over content and timing is an inherent risk in a user-led social media campaign. Oh, of course it's somebody else's fault. It always is. Not mine. Fuck off. Excuse my French. But it's just insane. After all, we're going to get to another subject here in a second about, I thought people were done like trash talking and stuff like that, but that's never going to end. So, anyway, so that was the Daily Beast. Then the Daily Mail comes out. This is today's news, by the way. The Daily Mail comes out here, and anybody can look this up. This is all out there in front of on everybody's information outlet. Daily Beast, right? Meghan Markle is headed for the White House. I shit you not. So again, this little puff piece comes out. But here and then again, it says Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, okay? And it goes into her bio, born 1981, Los Angeles, California, before becoming a member of the British royal family. She was known for her role as Rachel Zane in a TV legal drama, Suits. In 2018, Meghan married Prince Harry at Windsor Castle. She was the vocal advocate for women's rights and gender equality and ever platforms and raise awareness of important. It's just like, so they flash you with this headline, Meghan Markle, a friend, says, a co-star from Suits. What was her name? Erica Alexandra said so. Okay. Now you pull up that article and there's 26 pages, right? None of which say anything about her headed to the White House. Okay. Because, speaking of the White House and stuff like that. But anyway, and then all this whole entire article, you got 20 freaking pages of just Meghan this, Meghan that, Meghan this, Meghan that, Meghan this. I mean, come on, Daily Mail. I mean, geez, you guys don't need the money. You guys, you're like the number one news source out there pretty much worldwide. I mean, how much you guys take in to print this garbage, especially to try and, overshadow Princess Catherine. Wow. Somebody's desperate for cash over there, huh? Jesus. And then we move on to page 6. Now, we all know page 6 is pretty much just way up the rear end kazahoo of Meghan Markle, obviously. I mean, it's her number one paid news source, if you ask me personally. Allegedly, in my opinion, of course. But let's see. Yeah. Okay. So the other articles claim that didn't try and overshadow the Trooping of the Color and Princess Catherine's return, who did break the internet, by the way. Yes. Good job, Catherine. Awesome. But no, this is just one of another 15 articles out there about Meghan and her dingleberry jam or raspberry jam or whatever you want to call it. I call it dingleberry. But Meghan Markle has made a few updates to American Riviera Orchard just today. All of a sudden today, not today, but a couple days ago, right? All of a sudden, out of the blue. Nacho, a close friend of Markle's, unveiled a new raspberry flavored jam from the Duchess of Sussex lifestyle brand via Instagram stories. Just in time, just hours before the royal family gathered for the Trooping of Color parade. See? Now, I didn't mean to do it, but I did it, right? And I got a name drop Nacho because I guess that's their only close friend left is Nacho. Whatever, none of my business, but I don't keep friends that like that. So he also teased that the former royal, they got something right for a change. Whoa, good job, page 6. Okay, so he also teased that the former royal, now it's about time, isn't it, will be selling dog biscuits and shared photos of his dog Nina Iggy next to a glass jar of treats. That is so touching. Now that is advertising. That is just incredible. Boy, that just warms my heart. So what kind of dog biscuits are these, right? I mean, do you even know how to bake a dog? I mean, are these homemade dog biscuits? I mean, what's the deal with the dog biscuits? That should be worldwide breaking news. What is the deal with the dog biscuits that they're so damn special that you have to try and overshadow the ultimate Princess Catherine? I mean, are you just trying to be just straight out rude? Is that what it is? I suppose so, but that's the way it looks like to me. Yeah. Huh. And then, of course, in the worldwide news outlet called Pakistan Today, Meghan Markle issues a demand to Prince Harry before considering returning to the UK. I mean, I have a good sense of humor, but when I read stuff like this, it just cracks me up. So I could only imagine what those are, but if we read on, we'll find out. So it's now reported that Meghan has told Harry she will only return if they have their own place and necessary security. Well, I guess we all know the answer to that, right? King Charles, this is for you. Okay. Now, Harry has been, told by his wife, right, which nobody wants to mess with, right? Ooh, you better listen. Or if one gets the hose if it doesn't put the lotion on the skin. Maybe you should hook them up in the tower. That could be their very own place. Hook them up in the tower. They don't even need security there. There's already security. It's a win-win situation for you, buddy. Speaking to a British tabloid, The Mirror, another royal expert, Tom Quinn said, Meghan has said she's only prepared to return to England if she and Harry have a place of their own for security and they both feel is essential. Meghan will never return to the UK and stay with her husband's relatives. Okay, so that means that she will never, ever stay with her husband's relatives. Well, let's see. I think it's a little too late for that, Meghan. I don't think you're going to be returning to the UK under any circumstances, allegedly, in my opinion. Okay. Anyway, next on the news list is just more headlines. Daily Express, Royal Family Live, Meghan issues demand to Prince Harry. Meghan, big reveal for Kate's big day, of course. Pakistan Today, GOTV, Meghan Markle launched dog biscuits on the king's birthday, raising eyebrows. Well, no shit. It's like, who does that? Sky News, royal family very united. Oh, this is the good. Sky News Australia gets one right. Finally, I was starting to think that they were like a little, half and half, half paid 60, 70% paid, and then a little 10, 15%. But somebody over there has it right, finding with a good story. Royal family united without Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Wow, go figure. No brainer on that one. So, Sky News Australia, Harry and Meghan can't go about trashing the royal family if they want to make amends. Well, geez, maybe they should have printed this story 2 years ago or longer. Okay, in Daily Express, Prince Harry and Meghan in big disagreement over their future as he feels regret. Harry feels regret? At what point do you start to feel regret? I mean, dude, it's like you've had a blindfold on, earplugs in, and you being led around like cluelessly for years. I mean, at what point do you not see like the red flags? Like, geez, how many has there been? Hundreds? GOTV, Meghan Markle trying to take the limelight from cancer-stricken Kate Middleton. GOTV nails it on the head on this one, obviously. Every time, every single time. I mean, just go back and look every single time, you know? It's like, you know, for the coronation, Meghan Markle trimming her raptor toenails. Big news, breaking story. Allegedly, in my opinion. You know, so, and everybody on the show, everybody who watches this show, they know to read the disclaimer because this is for entertainment purposes only. And that's all it is. It's to lighten the day and put it out there. So GOTV hits another one on the head. Prince Harry going mad because of Meghan Markle. Bingo, we have a winner. Oh boy, you can't make this stuff up. It's on the internet. Meghan Markle sets conditions, for you. I mean, Bristol Live. I mean, who are? I may have never even hear of these people. They just pop up overnight like they're made up. All of a sudden, you know. But IMDb, pretty legitimate news source when it comes to entertainment here in Hollywood land, and Los Angeles and California. Meghan Markle's friends are dropping like flies. Well, she's probably used to seeing flies drop. I mean, every time she takes a step or something, probably flies are dropping everywhere around her. So no biggie on that one. Wow. The Mercury News, Meghan Markle called out for debuting new jam hours before. See? New York Post, well, they get another one right. Prince William was correct to warn Prince Harry about Meghan Markle romance. These people are slowly but surely starting to come out of the woodwork and probably not accept a payment for placed ads from somebody. Could that be the case here? People are actually waking up? I think so. The News International, Meghan Markle makes unwise stunt as Kate Middleton returns. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another person who finally is not drinking the Kool-Aid anymore, and they're waking up to reality. Wow. It's a glorious day, isn't it? All right. Irish Star. Prince Harry regret over leaving UK amid clash with indifferent Meghan Markle. Wow. Is that 3 in a row? I think this is a record. Meghan Markle makes unwise stunt again. Kate Middleton, Prince. Yeah, one after another. Oh boy, we could be on to something here, ladies and gentlemen. GOTV trying to take limelight from cancer-stricken Kate Middleton. Now, I don't agree with that, GOTV. I think you should address her to who she is. Meghan Markle trying to take limelight from cancer-stricken Kate Middleton. You know, everybody, the whole world knows, right? that she's recovering from cancer. Leave the woman alone, right? And call her Princess Catherine, because that's her name and that's her title, not Princess Hanky, like somebody else's. Princess Hanky of Nigeria. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is just, spectacular news. And then, it popped up on the internet today, which was pretty funny. I just got a really big chuckle out of it, right? I'm just going to show you in my hillbilly picture in picture, right? There you go. What's that say? Prince Andrew and Meghan sex tape on the cover of In Touch magazine. I don't know about you, but I guess if I never wanted my children to have sex and teach them, good, I would just show them that tape, and then they would never have sex. Whoa. Doesn't get any better. Now on to some other news. David Foster refuses to attend Lilibet's birthday, claims Meghan Markle's kids are fake. Right? Anybody can look this up. Right? Anybody can look this up. Further reads on here. On June 4th, 2024, the Sussex family anticipated celebrating a significant event, the third birthday of their daughter, Lilibet Diana. However, the occasion took an unexpected turn when the longtime confidant of Meghan Markle, David Foster, declined an invitation to attend the party. Somebody else is waking up too. In a surprising revelation, the renowned music producer claimed he had never seen Prince Harry and Meghan's two children. He's never seen them. Archie and Lilibet Diana, despite his supposedly close relationship with the couple. In a statement to the press, the 74-year-old producer said, "I'm afraid I won't be able to attend Lilibet's party. The truth is, I've never actually met Archie or Lilibet. I know Meghan and Harry consider me a close friend, but the fact is I've never been invited to their home or had a chance to spend time with their children." Wow. God, that's kind of like how my dad feels. That's probably how King Charles feels. That's probably how a lot of people feel. This confession has sent shockwaves through royal circles, with many questioning the nature of Foster's relationship with the Sussexes. As a longstanding member of Meghan's inner sanctum, his admission that he's never met the children is perplexing. Perplexing. Royal correspondent Samantha Markle. Whoa! Now, see, royal correspondent Samantha Markle. See, that's not just like royal correspondent, a source. It's Samantha Markle, who has been a critic of the estranged who has been critical of her estranged half-sister Meghan in the past, seized on the story, suggesting that Meghan's friendships may be superficial than they appear. Well, now I can totally agree with that, because it is no secret whatsoever that when you use the term dropping like flies, well, there you go. There's the circle of friends dropping like flies. Even the Sussex squad numbers are dwindling down. I mean, you've got the few hardcore still flying shit stains that are still on the payroll that still think Meghan's the Queen of England. It's just so freaking in left field. You're better off watching The Twilight Zone, trust me. But it just goes to show you, you just have to really stand back and look at yourself in the mirror and figure out who you are, figure out who you are, and stop, using people, trashing people, and stop lying. And your life might improve a little bit, but I highly doubt it, But anyway, that just brings me to it just brings me to this next page here, which I'm going to get to. Well, it looks like we have almost 1,000 people watching, which is great. I really appreciate that, you guys. I love all your comments. I love the support. I love the fact that you guys just religiously just show up when I don't even advertise like I'm going on. I never post anything about when I'm coming on or no. I just love the fact that you guys are so dedicated that you just come on and join in like that. That means a lot to me. And which gets me to this next little section of news here. Not news. This is just about me. Why do I do what I do? Why do I do what I do here on my channel? Okay. This is going to lead into a bunch of other current things that are happening right now. I do this to put a comedy spin and an entertainment value on real life situations. Also to boost my father's spirits and keep him in a good mood. And set the record straight. I mean, it's no secret that nothing but lies have been spilled about me and my family for years by Megan and her PR campaign and her flying monkey troll shit stain people that follow her like she's a queen. Okay. We've had to endure that no matter what, you know, and especially in the press. But now, I mean, now most of the press has really pulled their head out of their asses and figured out that, you know, we're not the ones that are full of shit. So, which is a good thing. You know, I started this channel almost 3 years ago, pretty much, you know, about 2.5 years ago or so. And I don't pay for subscribers, you know, slowly but surely over the last 2.5 years, I've got almost to 40,000 subscribers because they're just real subscribers. And that's all there is to it. I haven't had anybody's help. You know, nobody has helped me get. I mean, I've gone on a few shows where I pick up maybe a couple hundred subscribers, but nobody has done this for me, right? And I'm gonna get to that in a minute here. Let's see. I don't make things up. Like I said, I have my own way of coming across and saying things and explaining things. But as far as like lying about myself, my family, no, I don't. I have no reason to lie. I just don't have, I don't like liars in general. I just hate liars because you can't trust them. You just can't trust them. Once you get caught in a lie, you're done. And that's the way it goes. And for my own sister or half sister, let's get this straight. She is a half sister. For her to do what she did to me and my family will never, ever be excused, and it'll never be forgiven because she's a bag of shit for what she's done to me and my family. And that's my opinion. And I have every right to do that. So, and speak my mind about that. So, you know, like I said, I've been on other people's channels as a courtesy to them, to maybe try and boost the channel a little bit. But I go on other people's channels, a few of them. Let's see, P. Dinah, Duchess of Narsa, yeah, that's a tongue twister always. But yeah, P. Dinah, and then a Royal Mess with Ron, and then other guests on there who feel as, you know, most of them are okay, but a couple of them are annoying, very annoying, which can't just control their mouth, right? Who sit there and just flap their jaws and talk over everybody and interrupt them. So yes, I'm sorry, that's very annoying to go on somebody's show like that and just sit there like a bump on a log while just blah, 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 blah. Somebody can't shut up, right? But, you know, I don't, you know, if I want to go on somebody's show, I will go on somebody's show, or I won't, right? And if I find it uncomfortable and annoying repeatedly, then I'm probably not going to go back on that show. I don't have a problem going on shows one-on-one, like if I'm on somebody's show by myself and I can answer questions without being interrupted rudely, repeatedly, that I'll do. But no, I'm not going to do this window of 6 people ever again. It's just not going to happen. It's very, very annoying. And it doesn't, you know, it doesn't do anything substantial and boost my subscribers by thousands. It doesn't. It never has, and it never will. So, but what I really don't appreciate is, you know, what I really don't appreciate is like, let's see, here we go, is comments like this, right? And I'm sorry, Paula M, but this is directed towards you. Somebody stuck up for me on one of your member only shows, okay, on your member only lives or whatever it was. But this is kind of true, and it's just like, you don't know me, and you don't really know anything about my family above and beyond the times that you and I have personally talked. And I mean, most people on YouTube who are running this platform of type of shows get all of their news off the internet, and they build their shows around that. What I don't appreciate is people putting words in their mouth that are not from me, right? And people insinuating things about me or my family, my father, or anybody in my family. I don't really care what anybody says about Meghan Markle. She made her bed and she gets to sleep in it. But if my father doesn't want to do anything with that letter, he doesn't have to do anything with that letter. My father is not a bad parent, and he can't be blamed for Meghan's upbringing. She was fine her whole entire life. And to say that like I'm backtracking, and me and the family are backtracking and covering lies and we're lying is just beyond me. I mean, I don't know if people are doing this for clickbait or what, but pretty much, that's not cool. So, Paula, please explain to us why you and Meghan's mole were talking about Samantha Markle and Thomas Markle Jr. 3 days ago on your members only live. Paula, do you think you should be stabbing Samantha and Thomas Jr. in the back on a live podcast with Meghan's mole, than saying don't repeat this to your viewers? Why did Samantha Markle have to block you? Why do you get angry and leave the Royal Mess podcast when Samantha was being interviewed? Do you really believe that Samantha and Tom Jr. are switching sides and changing or denying statements previously made by their half-sister Meghan? It's just like, I don't go after anybody. I don't, I just leave well enough alone, and I do my own show. And if I want to be present on somebody's show, I'll be there. But for, it's just like, I don't know. It's just not cool. And, it's just, I mean, I've read massive amounts of comments about like, maybe you should just, cool your jets a little bit and let other people talk, Paula. And don't, I mean, but if this is how it's gonna be because I don't return phone calls or I don't go on people's shows, well, then leave well enough alone. But you don't know about me, you don't know about my family, only what you read in the internet or what you hear on the internet, and you only know what from a personal conversation, which is not much. So just it's just really annoying. I mean, I thought people were like kind of like over this, and they it's using shit like that for clickbait about the Markles changing their tune. That's bullshit, total bullshit. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. But that's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it because I can. But that leads me to this other jackass. Let's see, Kevin O'Sullivan. Speaking of which, you and your Talk TV, you call me a dope dealer. So Kevin O'Sullivan, right? I think it was What's Going On or What Just Happened with Kevin O'Sullivan. This just happened a few days ago. Dude, you have the balls and the audacity to call me a dope dealer on YouTube, and you have these two clowns on your show that are saying, what about my father? That he lived in a trailer and he's so what? And he doesn't have enough means to get himself into a better place. So he has to sell stories and pictures to the tabloids so he can better his situation. Kevin Sullivan, by the way, I left you a message on that broadcast. I left you a comment that I'm going to be talking to my lawyer about this, because you're calling me a dope dealer? Really? Seriously? And you know nothing about me? And you let two jackass clowns on your TV show talk shit and say that my father lives in a trailer? We're going to talk. So it's just incredible. So where does all this shit come from? It's still coming out there, and there's probably one person behind it that puts shit out like this, or pays to put stuff out like this, and it's still going on. And it's Meghan Markle, queen of the shit-stained flying monkey Sussex squad. It's obvious, right? Still trying to this day to talk shit and control the narrative on the internet and everywhere, which is just insane. I thought we were kind of like out of the woods on that kind of stuff, but nope. While Meghan Markle has to live with herself every single day because she went from the palace to selling raspberry jam and dog biscuits. Okay, that's not my problem. I didn't do that. Meghan did, right? So, and to be so damn jealous of Princess Catherine, right? And pay these people to troll the internet and say bad things on TV shows and talk shows on YouTube, everywhere, right? It's still going on. And Meghan Markle is still going to troll Catherine because the jealousy is just out of control. I mean, Meghan, you will never, ever be anything close to resembling or the person or the personality of Princess Catherine ever in a million years. Give it up. You walked away from the royal family. You the things that you did to the royal family, you're never going back. Ever. It's not going to happen. So you need to just go actually just do something and stay out of the news, right? Go to Nigeria and go be the Princess Hanky of Nigeria, you and all your Sussex squad people, because this is a continuing thing, ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. There's a thing called freedom of speech, right? Entertainment, comedy, it's all there. People have a right to talk about things. All right. And like I said before, many times before, if you're that thin skinned, get the fuck out of the kitchen, right? Go make dog biscuits somewhere else, out of the country, please. Which brings me to another headline that was in the news about Meghan Markle heading to the White House or whatever like that. I also read that Meghan and Harry will leave the United States if Donald Trump becomes president. Well, guess what? I did see some things about Donald Trump, that Harry's on the list to be deported, on Donald Trump's list. He's on the list, allegedly, in my opinion. Of course, I don't know this. I didn't read his list personally, but I can only imagine by what he said and what he tweets that he's going to deport Harry when he becomes president. So bye-bye, Harry. Bye-bye. Because the whole entire world knows that you are wrapped up with the Bidens and the Newsoms and everything else and and the Obamas. That's no secret to anybody, right? You're all in each other's little fucking pockets. The Freedom of Speech Act and the thing in Colorado, the Alpine, whatever it is, like just suppress social media and people's opinions. Yeah, it's a no-brainer, and that's why Biden's sitting over there sending trillions of dollars to other people's, country for wars to bring us into a war, allegedly, in my opinion, but yeah. And that's why, your visa thing got like brushed under the carpet, because if it was anybody else, Harry, you wouldn't get a visa. Nope, you wouldn't. Sorry. And there wouldn't be an investigation and all that money wasted on your stupid visa application. All the taxpayers' dollars going to look up to whether or not you can have a visa. So therefore, I will be voting for Donald Trump this election, because I want to see that happen. Bye, Felicia. That's what I want to happen. But, probably won't even need to do that, because honestly, I don't think you're going to stick around that long. So good. Now that I got it. Yeah. And Kevin O'Sullivan, read the comments, bud, because I left you one. Yeah. It's like all the things that all the news articles I went up this. David Foster. Yeah. I don't know, folks. This is just, just when you think, it is what it is. But, obviously things are never going to change with Harry and Meghan. And, and what's this like all of a sudden, what's a third baby? Well, nobody can even verify the other two. And it's just, there is something wrong, something seriously wrong. I'm really seriously starting to think that those two marks running up from her eyebrow to the back of her head, I think those are tapeworms eating her brain. Because I just don't know who can understand the thinking here. I have no idea. But it's just, I don't know. It's just, anyway, let's say hi to a few people here and take a little break from the news stories. How about that? Nora Collins, thank you. Happy Father's Day, Tom. Thank you. Let's see. Nurse Tanya, on the fact that William had no interest in her case. She's not as beautiful as she tells herself. Whatever the hell is that? What is that supposed to mean, Nurse Tanya? Or the fact that William had no interest in her case. She's not as beautiful as she tells herself. I don't even know what that means. Is that like a derogatory statement about William and Catherine? I don't know. We'll get back to that here in a minute. Donna Morrison, another member. Thank you so much for being a member, Donna. Hello, Thomas. Nice to see you back on the channel. Looking forward. From Nova Scotia, Canada. Well, I hope things are going up there well. And I know there's a lot of mad, crazy stuff going around on every part of the globe right now. It's just getting crazy. Speaking of crazy, we got Crazy Kel, another member. Awesome, Crazy Kel. Thank you. From Adelaide, South Australia. Wow, you're up early. Thanks for joining in. Heavenly Clouds. Hello, handsome Tom, Dad, and Pretty Sam. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much. And Palumbo. Hi, Thomas. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Heavenly Clouds. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much. Barbara Brown, another member. Thank you so much for being another member, Barbara. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much. Oh, did we just have a member sign up? Let's take a little look here. Oh, I hate when it does that. Why does it do that? I hate when it does that. It just jumps. There we go. All right. We got a member. The Free Sandwich. Thank you for becoming a member. The Free Sandwich. That is awesome. Betty's Beauty. I had to unfollow many channels I liked because of the barnacle. The barnacle Paula shows up. Okay. Well, I mean, I just don't like, people, coming up with their own speculative stories about me or my family. If you want to know, ask me and I'll tell you the truth. And to be honest, some things are just not people's business, right? And it's like my dad's letter from Meghan, right? I mean, a lot of people want to get their hands on that letter, but it's just, oh, well, it's not going to happen. I mean, I know one particular fucking little worm, Carl Larson, who tried to get into my dad's house while he was in the hospital to get that letter. It's just, some things are just, nobody's business, and some things I don't want to talk about. And maybe I'm writing a book. Maybe I'm saving a lot of stuff for a book. People have been wanting me to write a book for a long time. So there we go. So, oh, Linda Williams, someone is doing a back check on. Okay. All right. Juliana Sims, hello. Thank you. Wolf the Rat. I read Megan is related to H.H. Holmes. I don't even know who that is. Barbara Brown. I never liked. Oh, Ellie Wright. Don't worry about the trolls. Yes. All right. Ann Thompson. Hello from Scotland. Yes, I'm doing okay. Thank you so much. Miss Wee Lassie, another member. Thank you so much for being a member. The memberships are awesome. I really appreciate that. And, I did my best on that to do the cheapest one possible. And I know I fell a little short about doing the private member chats, but, my life goes up and down like a roller coaster. And I have a lot on my plate and a lot of mental responsibility, let alone other responsibilities. But so I try to do the best I can, and and still have a life to speak of. So, okay, Miss Wee Lassie, I'm sorry, but this Paula woman knew nothing about the royal family, and still knows little to nothing on protocol, etc. I have no time for her riding on the bandwagon or trying to cash in. Okay, well, I want to say something on that real quick. Meghan and Harry have created a lot of online businesses for a lot of people. There's multiple channels out there on them and many other subjects, right? But a lot of people on YouTube and other social media platforms are making a nice little added income. Okay, but who creates that? Meghan and Harry create that. They're the ones, right? Because when you get on there and you start pulling shit like that, like they did, right? And then everybody's like, oh my God, that poor woman. They asked what color the baby's going to be. Oh my God. Well, that's a common question, and it all started with that, and it all started with the bullying. And then all this stuff comes out in the end. And then people start to realize. So of course, there's going to be a multiple of channels out there calling the bluff and calling the shit and saying how it is and how it really is. So there are a lot of people cashing in on the royal family, but they get their news the same place everybody gets it, the internet, and what comes out, and the papers and the tabloids. That's where everybody gets it from. So, but yeah, no, I get your point on that too. Yes, also. And I don't know anything about Samantha blocking Paula's number. I don't know anything about that. I talked to Samantha yesterday and the day before and every other day, but we don't really talk about Paula. me and Samantha. But Samantha did say something that was actually very important, and it made a lot of sense. Samantha also feels like a little invaded upon when she goes on somebody's show, and then she kind of came to the point. She says, I'm not going to give all these people like stories and shit to run with so they can sit there and get clickbait and put my picture up all over the internet saying that I'm coming on their show. Samantha does the same thing. When she has something to say, she'll go on somebody's show and she wants to get something out there. But yeah, I get Samantha's point of view too. But I seriously don't like people talking shit about me, especially other YouTube channels that are, riding Meghan and Harry's coattails, just like thousands of other channels out there. So, but to start trashing me because I don't go on a show or I don't return phone calls, and putting words in my mouth that I didn't say, and saying that I backtrack on stories and starting to lie and covering lies. No, that's not acceptable. Never will be. And it just really, it's nice that people out there who follow my channel and watch other channels. It's like my good friend, it's like my awesome good friend Barbecue, told me all about this jackass Kevin O'Sullivan on Talk TV. It's like, dude, oh, really? So I really love the fact that everybody here looks out for me and gives me little high fives and little tidbits of information, because I really don't. I have enough going on in my life, let alone to try and keep my channel with enough content. And I love interacting with everybody and talking to everybody here as much as possible and getting to every comment, because it's important. This is a one-on-one interaction. And that's why I really like these lives. I really prefer to do the lives because you get interaction. Look at all these comments. Look at it. I get conversations and I get to interact with every one of you guys. So that's what I like. Marie, you are awesome. Thank you so much. I am so surprised that Dorian didn't show up for your dad early on after everything your dad did for her. Absolutely. You're 100% right. She must have known what a good man your dad was. I guess she just followed the money yet again. Well, I'm going to have to agree with you on that there, because it's true. My dad worked his ass off, right? 20-hour shifts in the studios 4 times a week to do these shows, because what my dad does is lighting, right? So he goes in at like in the evening, that's just been his schedule forever, and lights the sets. So they build a set for like Married with Children, the living room or this or the new, and he has to go in and do all the lighting. And it's a night job and it's very strenuous and it's just a lot of work. So, he really bent over backwards. And I'm really surprised that Doria went along with this. She drank the Kool-Aid also, and she became the CEO and CFO and this and that of some Delaware LLCs that just don't exist, that are washing machines for money. So karma comes in mysterious ways, shapes, forms, and times. And karma is coming. So yeah, but you make your bed, you sleep in it. It may be great right now because you got money falling out of your ass and you're walking around in a Montecito. Yeah, she calls it the Montecito Palace. Never going to be a princess. You're never going to be a queen. You're never going to have a palace. And you're always going to spend other people's money like it's yours. Yeah. Yeah. And karma will come for you too. So enjoy your Montecito Palace mansion, whatever the hell you call your chicken farm or rescue chicken ranch dog biscuit cooking facility. So have fun. All right, here we are now. Let's see. Oh, Barbara Brown, Drizzle Chef, hello. Lily, Maud, hello. Sarah. Sean Roche, I've always been a bit insecure about thank you for speaking the truth. Left Eye, thank you. Ellie Wright, don't worry about the trolls. Lanny, I'm watching that crap again. Wouldn't allow you to talk. Oh, see, there's there's a witness. Ann Thompson, hello from Scotland. Mary Steelman, hello. Supernova 3021, hello. Okay. Debbie Ines. Hello, Debbie Ines. Thank you for being a member also. Let me get back. Because we got a lot of comments to go through and catch up here, and I don't want to lose the place. But you know, it's um, Michelle. Michelle says, as Lady C said, if someone shoots at you and misses, you don't give them another bullet. Yep. You put your hand on the stove and it burns, you don't do it again. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. Delinda, hello. Charisse, hello. Thank you for being a member. Also, Charisse, you are awesome. I so appreciate people being members on my channel. You know, every little bit helps, and it does, you know. Um, but you know, one thing that really just kind of like, you know, I saw some articles out there about the so-called maid phone call about the children and what goes on in the house in Montecito. And I don't know if that's propaganda or not, but I just thought it was funny. So I made jokes about it. And I talked about it on my show a couple shows ago or whatever it was. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me, right? It would not surprise me one bit. It's like this one guy just said in an article, what's his name? Let's see. Um, this guy, David Foster, you know, he's been in Megan's circle for a long time. He's never seen the kids. He's never met the kids. He didn't come to the birthday party that he was invited to for Lilibet because he doesn't know the kids. He's never seen the kids and he doesn't think the kids exist. Therefore, you can look at like an article about the maid talking about, Harry getting his ass beat by Megan. Now I can believe that. Harry ducks 18 plates flying across the room. See, now that kind of stuff is funny because it's just entertainment purposes only, right? I don't know this stuff to be true or false or fake or whatever. I only know my life. And I can only imagine what goes on behind closed doors in the Montecito Palace. I can only imagine, you know? But, I mean, between Megan and Doria, poor Harry, he doesn't stand a chance. You know, and if I had to guess on it, I would bet that chicken coop is decked out like the nicest man cave in North America. Oh boy. All right, Catwoman 65. Hello, how are you? Yes, forgot Megan is 46 and will be 47. Catwoman 65, I'm going to have to correct you on that. Megan right now is 43 years old. She's going to be 44, okay, in August. So I don't know how many times I've said that, and is what it is. So Mercy Cat, thank you for being a member. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Mercy Cat, Paula used you to build her channel, in my opinion. Well, you're probably, she's not the only one. So, I mean, if it was like here's a good example for you, okay? So when I say that there's probably somebody like behind the scenes in YouTube, which there are, there's people behind the scenes in all these platforms controlling, right? Who are paid, right? Who all know each other, like I keep saying, and it's true, they all do, and they all do each other's favors. They're all in each other's pockets. When I say that, I've set up to try and do a documentary a couple of times and been that close with multiple offers, right? Supposedly, right? And then all of a sudden the next day they just nope, sorry, right? Yeah, you can only speculate on who the hell would be pulling the strings in the background when it comes to that or a book or anything else or anything taking off. The example I was trying to make when I dressed up in my Megain character, right? And I had the big fake baby bump, and it went on Daily Mail, New York Post, The Mirror, GB News. That right there should have taken my subscribers way up over the top, right? You would think that people who saw that would go, whoa, right? And just jump on it and go right? It's my mistake that, I should have like left comments on everybody's on all these outlets pages. Why didn't you say like and subscribe my channel? It's just mind-boggling, So nobody is helping me build my channel. I do that all by myself, and I have for over 2.5 years. And then if I go on somebody's show, of course it's going to boost their ratings. Of course it's going to boost their subscribers, because my name is their thumbnail. And yeah, that's a no-brainer that I make people's channels go up and they get subscribers when I go on there, including Samantha also. Yeah. Cheryl Morton, hello. Clairvoyant. Margot stabs her Princess Catherine voodoo dolls with needles. Now that I could believe, that I could definitely believe. Chris, Paula and Megan Mole turning against. Yeah. Isn't that weird? Why? I don't do anything to anybody, right? All I do is do good things for them. Go on their channels, and for people to start talking shit about me, no. Hmm. All right. Anyway, I hope everybody is just having a wonderful day. And I just want to say again that don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. We got lots of time left, but I just want to say this again, that I am so happy and relieved that Princess Catherine just looked amazing, and she just, yep, she done opened up a can of whoop ass. Yep, in your face. And I'm just so happy she's doing good, and she was well enough to attend, and she's going to make 110% speedy recovery, just like tenfold. And then it's on, and then it's good. I'm so happy for her. It's just words bloom. Tom, I think people are disappointed with your family because you guys seem to be protecting Megan. None of you will answer a question about her. None of you will answer a question about her straight. Standard never. I don't know. Or ask dad. Well, that's just not true. And there's enough out there about Megan that everybody knows already. And if somebody, I don't know when was she born? Was she ever pregnant? Did she have a hysterectomy? It's like, was she a surrogate? I mean, until you see something with your own eyes, or you have the intelligence to put together the pieces to the only logical outcome, then that's what you have to do. So nobody's hiding anything about Megan. Exactly. She used all of the people. Juliet Johnson, they do it all for clicks, Tom. Yes, they do. Left eye. Merced Cat, exactly. She used all of the people. Yes. Tammy from Tennessee, defamation lawsuit. You can say that again, Kevin O'Sullivan. Karen Lee Holland, nobody go after Samantha. She is my sister, multiple sclerosis, stressful symptoms make it worse. Yeah, well, look at what Megan has done to Samantha. My sister Samantha has MS and she's in a wheelchair, and what Megan has done to her is just completely never going to be forgiven. And it's just really evil and disgusting and mean. And when their appeal court's hit and gets a court date, It's called Bye Felicia. Yep. Megan, Megan, you're going to lose. Hands down. Hands down. Leo the Lioness, another, yes, remember, I already mentioned you. Good for you. Arlene, Elaine Wright, Doreen. Doreen Chaddock, thank you. Thomas for being truthful. Don't like when Paul's legs are king all the time. Yep. Storm, go Tom. Thank you. Delinda V, no matter what show she goes on, she'll never take over. Talks over everyone. Yeah, I know. It just, and it's surprising because that's happened a few times and people have said something, but some people are just like that. Yeah, but that really blew me away when Barbecue showed me that episode from Talk TV, Kevin O'Sullivan. I was just like, wow, he really just called me a dope dealer. Unbelievable. Yeah. Kevin O'Sullivan, what are you banging Megan? Seriously, what? I mean, and those other two clowns on there, one of them wasn't too bad, but that guy, that guy needs to be reprimanded. Talking shit about my dad like that. Unbelievable. It'll all come out in the wash, though. It always does. Angel Kozad, hello. Muse, hello. Would not, hello. Smash the like button. Almost 700. Everybody smash the like button. Subscribe, like, refer me, do whatever. A lot of people say, why is my channel just like so close to 40,000, but it's not over 40,000? Why don't I have 100,000 by now? I don't know. Gloria, another member. Thank you so much for being a member, Gloria. That is awesome. Good for you, Thomas. Don't let him get away with it. Lily, they're wanting you to react. Actually, really cruel. Yeah. Yeah, of course they want a reaction. That's why people do stuff like that, because they want to get a rise. They want to go, and now exactly what's going to happen because I talk about this shit. Bam, bam. All the shows are going to line up. Oh, do you believe what he said? Do. He did. I can just hear it now. Well, that's what they do is they watch this show, and then they just go, oh, look, more clickbait. Here we go. Thomas Merkel Jr. said this. Thomas Merkel Jr. said that. Oh my God, MCAS PM has made me not listen to some of my favorite channels. She is so loud and obnoxious, never lets anyone. Okay. Well, that seems to be the consensus. All right. And that's, honestly, I mean, I like Ron. Ron's a good guy. I mean, I just gave it a rest because, I mean, I just don't, I just can't handle some things. Right. So, but I just can't take that. I'm not about just going to sit there and just let people just blah, 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 and just cut me off and just interrupt me all the time. And that's it. I'm just, but Ron, I'll come on your show one-on-one. Sure. Why not? Okay. Lady Valhalla, just sorting laundry whilst listening, but I had to comment. What the heck is wrong with people saying these things about you and your wonderful father? It's disgusting. Yeah, I know it's disgusting. Yeah. So yeah, and when you cross the line like that and you put out defamatory statements about somebody, you better be ready for the repercussions because it's just, you just can't do that. I mean, it's obviously paid for, just like in the beginning. Tallulah makes these insane. Left Eye, I can't watch her. Katie, hello. Princess Catherine looked amazing. Trooping of the color. Yes, she did. Absolutely, 100%. Michelle, sue them. Susan Elkin, hello. Florence, a member. Florence says, only two jars of raspberry jam. Does this mean that she lost 48 friends? Yeah, probably. But you know what? As a running up prize, you get a dog biscuit. You know, buy a jar of raspberry dingleberry jam and get a dog biscuit. Yes. Ralph Owens, remember what she did to Trevor Colt. You know, yeah. See, Trevor, I talked to Trevor a lot on the phone, and he's a good guy, man. And he has been through a lot, and yeah, good guy. But him and I are going to get together pretty soon. We're gonna do a show together. We talked about it. Dizzy Chef Paula likes to seem to have all the royal knowledge. Yes, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Yes, Tom. Mary Steelman. Hello. Okay. Boy, I got a lot of comments. You guys are awesome. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Lady Addison, whistleblower in the house again. Another member. Yes, you are. Mary Cat, member. Yes. Yes, good, very, very good comment. Very, very observant, and you are 100% spot on there, Mary Cat. Even in the throes of chemo, Princess Catherine looked a billion times better than Meghan, and that is no joke. You know, this just goes to show you when you have an evil, black tar dripping, oil soaked evil heart, and it just oozes out your pores and right into your looks. This is what happens, when you are, just when you're soulless, or your soul is in the bottom of a sewer, right? This is what happens. So it's called karma. Storm, what happens when no country will take her? Well, I think she's always got a place in Nigerian royalty. She can just go there. Supernova 3021. Seriously insane. Does she feel something mental help? Yes, not normal at all. You are not telling me. Snowy Girl 3. She just woke up. What's going on here? What's going on now? Lady Valhalla, your family are incredible. You have helped and supported each other, and shame on Meghan for the pain she has caused to you, especially Thomas Sr. Yeah, now today is Father's Day, right? Dad won't be expecting any call from Meghan Markle because she doesn't do that. She doesn't do that. Meghan doesn't call, text, or anything, even while my dad's in the hospital with a heart attack and a stroke. Nothing at all. This is the weirdest make what do you even call it? This is the weirdest type of person I've ever seen in my life. It's just unbelievable. But I'm sure her PR people are going to tell her to make up with her family again, or make amends with her father again to boost her public image. But that's not going to happen. There is no boosting her public image, because now the only people in the world who even consider her to be, lovely whatsoever are the Sussex Squad, and they can all kiss my ass. So, oh, yes. Annie Forster, yes. Buttercup. And the only reason I bought that up is because somebody pointed, the only reason I bought Paula M up, I didn't have any issues with her before, but somebody bought this up to me, and I actually looked today, this morning, as a matter of fact, because like I said, I don't, I have a lot going on, and I don't really look at other shows or broadcasts or anything until somebody throws it my way. And then I was just kind of like blown away. It's like, who the fuck are you to talk shit like that about me? Would you like that if I got on my show and I said, Paula's really annoying? No, nobody would like that. And to say that, you built my channel for me, I mean, come on. It's just, I know what I had before I talked to you, and I know what I have now. So I just never saw that coming, and it's just not appreciated whatsoever. So, but it seems like a lot of people have the same opinion and say a lot of the same things. So it is what it is. But everybody, yeah. Debbie Ines, another member. Thank you for being a member. You were awesome. What is this? Paula wasn't happy because the Vintage Read removed her video of her interviewing Paula. Interesting. Hello, Samantha McDowell. You are awesome. Thanks for joining in. Good to see you. That's another awesome member right there for almost 3 months now, I think. Florence, another member. Yes. All right, let's see. Paula is obsessed with, Florence says Paula is obsessed with the Royal website. She doesn't understand the majority of people only go there to order merchandise. Speaking of merchandise, for so long now, I've just been dealing with hackers getting in here, and I know they're coming from the Flying Shit Stain Squad. Hackers get in here and just start fucking with things, and I just didn't really want to put up any merchandise until I have a very secure location. But I've got some things in the works right now, so I'm going to have some merchandise, and there will only be one place to get the Markle original merchandise. And I've said it before, but I'm really just, I've spent pretty much every resource that I've had. I've spent a lot of my resources being down here and just, being with Dad no matter what, every single day for the last over 2 years now, or 2 years since his stroke, every single day. And so, but now I'm actually gonna put out some merchandise and give people something memorable from my show that they can wear, enjoy, drink coffee out of, drink beer out of, whatever. And it's gonna happen. Just when I set that store up, everybody's gonna know, and everybody is just, because I want to give back. I want to, like, here you go. And it's not going to be overpriced. It's not going to be crazy. It's just going to be, just whatever it takes to get it to you. So yes. I mean, yeah, I mean, I like Paula too, but I just never expected that from her. So it just changes things. A lot of people like Paula, and a lot of people, she's got a lot of subscribers, and Gracie Melinda, Kevin O'Sullivan on Talk TV. Yes, that's right. That's the man with the mouth also. All right. Cats meow. Words bloom. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up on some of these comments while you guys are talking amongst each other. All right. Would not says Cat is everything Megs will never be. That's 100% true right there. Oh, Charisse Rouge, happy Father's Day to you and your dad. Thank you so much, Charisse. So, yeah, I mean, as far as the election goes, it's got to be like the laughing stock of the world. Like, what is going on in the United States? Good Lord. With these, we've got a guy who walks over here and craps himself. We got a guy who walks over there and craps himself, and they both can't remember what they're saying. They both come up with their own languages. It's like, what the hell is going on? But if Donald Trump's going to pull that visa, I'm going to have to check his box. Sorry. Harriet Blanca. Wow. Well, it's got to come into something hardcore, 100% defamatory, like Kevin O'Sullivan. That's 100% defamatory. So I'm already on top of that. Clairvoyant. I never voted for Trump, but this time I will. I think a lot of people right now are going to vote for Trump because he says he's going to deport Harry and take his visa. Wolf the Rat Trump. I've tried to stay like out of politics because honestly, in my opinion, allegedly, I've always thought that they're just puppets. They're puppets bought and paid for and told what to do and told what to say. And that's just my opinion. But because I don't know anything, but it's just when you see what's going on and you see what's out there, and it's just, media is such a bought and paid for platform to make people sway one direction or the other on every single different topic. And it sort of makes like the general public feel like they're lab rats. It's like we're told what to say. Where you talk to your phone and all of a sudden there's 40 advertisements for something you were just talking about. How is that not controlled? Of course it's controlled. You say the wrong thing on platforms, they take your comment down, they take your post down, they take your account away. Tell me it's not like bought and paid for. So it's just weird. Nobody knows what to believe anymore anywhere. Yes, Mary Steelman, avoid politics. Yes, I do. That's why I was just making a joke about it because Donald Trump says he would just take the visa away. So yeah, that's funny actually. I don't like politics. Mm. All right, let's see now. We've got Nancy Copeland. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Thank you so much. Hey, Thomas, what was that I read about Megan having a secret daughter? I saw that too. All right. And I saw two different things, one of which was completely ridiculous because it was my cousin, um, Noelle, being her secret daughter. Well, that's a bunch of horseshit. And the other one was from that chef, allegedly from that chef in Toronto, that holding that girl who looks a lot like Megan. So that's what I read too. But thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Terry Laughlin. Uh, Terry Laughlin, thank you so much. That is awesome. My daughter says Megan should sell her Raptor Toe jam. Yeah, she'd probably just sell about as much as the other jam. I don't think anybody, maybe somebody with a nasty toe fetish would buy some Raptor Toe jam. And who do we have here? Devin Steph, member for 4 months. Thank you so much. Awesome. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. You are awesome. Your dad, I think 2024 is going to be the year of karma. It is definitely going to be the year of karma, Devin. It's going to pay her a visit soon. I think it's already paying her a visit. Much love from Duchy of Cornwall. Thank you so much. You are awesome. Awesome. And thank you for being a member. Oh, for 4 months. Yes. Awesome. 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 I think I will Let's see. Where did I do that? That is just incredibly awesome. You are so nice. But yeah, karma's coming. Karma's coming. Freedom of speech. Don't touch that. Biden's going. Anna P. Thomas, can you answer some of the questions people are asking you? Do you think that they will ever stay married? Linda Hathaway says, do you ever think they'll stay married? I do think that they're going to stay. I think that Meghan will not let Harry go because Meghan now knows that that's, she's not going to be selling enough jam to make it on her own. So she's going to ride Harry's coattails. In my opinion, allegedly. I don't think she's ever going to let him go anymore. No way. Ginger. Oh, good to see you again, Ginger. I've been wondering where you are. Let's see. Thank you so much. Sad to know. Strife within the Podsters. Hey, Tom. Sad to know. Strife within the Podsters. Maybe you and Paula can straighten whatever out. Everyone is in full support of you and your dad and Sam. Yeah, I mean it's not out of the question. I mean anything's possible. But it's just yeah, it's kind of like when you put your hand on the stove and you burn it. It just is what it is. If your dad did. Okay, here's an interesting one. Mia, media mogul. If your dad did live in a trailer, no, my father never lived in a fucking trailer. Jesus Christ. No problem. And there's nothing wrong with living in a trailer anyway. But okay. But with his good paying job, paying Meg's way, more like he could buy a trailer park. After all, she will need a trailer when she divorces. Yeah. Well, that's absolutely true. I mean, okay, let me set the record straight on this. Dad never lived in a trailer, and he never had to sell stories to the media to make ends meet and better his life, because that is the most insane anything. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard. And for Kevin O'Sullivan to let that shit fly on his show, no, not even gonna get away with that. Not even gonna get away with that. Nancy Copeland, thank you so much. Again, please give your dad my best. It breaks my heart what Meghan did to her own dad. It's beyond sick. Yep, and Meghan's sister, Samantha, and me. It's really disgusting and disturbing that she's just, especially dad, It's just incredible. So okay, Katie, please can someone tell me who Paula? Okay, Katie, Paula is Paula M. It's called the Paula M channel on YouTube. Wow. Hello, Sarah. Thank you so much. You are awesome. All love to you, your dad, Samantha. Just curious to know, has Meghan actually completed the university? I don't believe it for 1 second. I don't believe it for a second either. I know my dad wants his money back from the college, because she obviously didn't get obviously didn't get an education. Joni says Paula's channel cannot be honest if she lies about Tom Jr. Small fries. Just because his son grows weed legally for the state dispensary, well, and for other places, doesn't make them drug dealers. They legally farm it. Yeah, I'm sure it's no joke. It's no mystery that my son Tyler is a hemp farmer, marijuana grower in the state of Oregon, right? Really bizarre how he went from a small time operation to a massive operation and called it Royally Grown, and then Markle Sparkle. And I can only imagine where that came from, and possibly how he went from so small to so big so fast. My son has done some very questionable things about me in the media back in the day, when I'm sure that he was talking so highly of his Auntie Megan that he's only met once when he was a little baby and he couldn't even shit himself properly. So for him to talk so highly of his Auntie Megan, oh, such a close relationship with her, which is the biggest load of horseshit I've ever seen in my life. And then telling the Daily Mail and other outlets that I'm his charity case, right? My own son did this, right? And it just, when you put pieces together in life, right, it kind of makes you wonder, because when they all fit together, that makes sense, because nothing else does. Nobody's ever going to give you a straight answer unless you do all the work yourself and you put the pieces together, which I do. I just do it with such ease. And it's a no-brainer. And, he's done some very questionable, shady fucking things before that just make me not trust him. And I never will, because it's just too easy. I mean, how you can use somebody's trademarks that they already own, Megan, right? But it's okay that, Tyler names a strand of weed after your son, and Royally Grown and Markle Sparkle, and that you already own, that you owned years before that. Very, very interesting. So, yeah. Besides my son Tyler, and then all of a sudden he, on a Father's Day when I was up in Oregon, when all this shit started, his new father, this guy named Doug, right? I remember that Father's Day exactly. and then and I'll just never forget reading that stuff in the Daily Mail about my son calling me like an alcoholic and I need help and I'm homeless and I'm not his charity case, which was not the case, right? And it's just, and then he says, then I saw his phone somewhere one day, and right there, it's a reminder came up. It says, get Doug a really nice Father's Day gift or something like that. And he didn't even say Happy Father's Day to me. So that right there, I knew that he drank the Kool-Aid and he was on the take. And I'm going to venture to say that Meghan Markle probably had something to do with Markle Sparkle and Royally Grown, because I don't see it any other way. So, but if anybody's a dope dealer, it's not me. Yeah. There you go, folks. It just gets better and better all the time. Shelley Kelly, Harry and Meghan, in a mental institution, in my opinion. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Oh, Gracie Melinda, go have some lobster and enjoy life. Gracie, you are awesome. And you know what? I think I plan on taking dad out for Father's Day. Um, I found a place that their lobster just didn't do it for me. There is nothing like a Maine lobster, and you only eat that very seldom, once in a while anyway. But I'm going to take dad out for his favorite liver and onions. He loves liver and onions. Makes me gag, but he loves it. Basic home cooking. Thank you so much. How is barbecue? Is there a channel for her? Happy Father's Day. Well, barbecue is just doing fantastic. She sure is. And let's see. Uh, I think it's. I think there is. I'll have to look it up. I forget what it. I forget. Oh yes, there is a channel for her. It's called Meghan Markle's Debacles. But thank you, Gracie. Yes, I will do that. Oh God. Sorry, not going to happen. Beverly Wright, I completely disagree with you, and it's called Bye Bye Bye. Princess Meghan is not a princess. She is nothing. She blew it. She has to live with herself for the rest of her life. She's going down in history as the biggest screw up in history. Like, who gets to the royal family in the palace and does everything to destroy it? And just unbelievable. And now she gets to sleep in her bed, which brings me to another conspiracy theory that I just remembered that I have to talk about a little bit. Yeah. It may not be a conspiracy theory, but like I said before, when you sit back, collect information, and you start putting pieces of the puzzle, putting puzzle pieces together, and it makes something, you're onto something. It starts to make sense. Like, this could definitely be plausible, easily possible. Sean Roche, that's Ozempic for you. Okay, Supernova. If those kids exist, I feel so bad for them. Child Protective Services should be checked on. You are absolutely right. I don't even know what's going on with that. It's just the weirdest thing. And then to be that, in my opinion, lost mentally to say that there's a third baby on the way. Oh my God. Pretty soon she's gonna pull an Octomom. Oh, I'm pregnant with 18 puppies at one time. God. Catwoman 65. Yes, you've told me that before. We can't possibly know what our kids will turn into and turn out, You just can't, you just don't know. You have no idea. But I have a really good idea because it was in Toronto, right? Dad all of a sudden goes, "Who the hell is that?" When she talked to my father like he was a piece of shit stuck to the bottom of her shoe. He goes, "Whoa, yeah." 482 Penny. Hi, Tom. Hello. Thank you so much. Frida, hello. Lala Drive. Hello, Paul. Hello, Lala. Linda Glass. Why you all did? Betty's Beauty. I'm a little worried that you'd support a malignant narcissist after all you know about your sister. Betty's Beauty. I'm a little worried that you'd support a malignant narcissist after all you know about your sister. Well, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. Hi, Missy from Kentucky. How are you? Mia, Media Mogul. I thought Ozempic made contraceptives less likely to work. Well, if the Andrew and the Meghan Markle sex tape, according to In Touch Weekly magazine on the cover, if that ever makes it out, I don't think anybody will ever have anything to worry about people reproducing again. Dizzy Chef, hello. Money, hi. Moni. All right, clairvoyant. Veins on the forehead. Clairvoyant X veins on the forehead, sign of the beast. Yes. Okay, good. KMHS. Sorry, Thomas. I watched the show with Kevin O'Sullivan you mentioned. And to be fair, it was the Australian girl that made the comment. No, it was Kevin when he opened up. I have it on tape. I recorded it. I heard her say, but Kevin defended your dad. Yeah, I know. Kevin did defend my dad, but his opening statement was dope dealing brother. Okay, so I recorded it and I have the clips. And then the other jackass that was on there, who's up Megan's ass, he was the one talking trash about my dad, saying that he lived in a trailer and he's selling stories to the media to make ends meet, to better his situation. Yeah. I'd like to meet him in a dark alley. Yeah. Florence, how is barbecue? Barbecue, where are you? Barbecue, where are you? All right. All right, guys, let's catch up to some of these here. Catch up to some of these here. Let's catch up. Okay. Well, I don't know what this means. Audrey Jensen. Tom, does Ashley know now that Meg fucked her over on the wedding? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Ashley, I'm sure she does know. That's Samantha's daughter, Ashley. And you know the tabloid crap that's out there about Noelle being Megan's secret daughter. That's a bunch of bullshit. But I'm sure Ashley, Megan turned Ashley against Samantha, which is just the weirdest thing. It's what narcissists do. They want to alienate their victims from their entire families. Look at Harry, right? Job well done, Meghan Markle. You've alienated Harry from his entire family and friends. I read and I saw some articles out there. Uh, um, Harry's friends won't even come visit him because they just don't want anything to do with Meghan. So it's wow, that's bad. No friends, all taken away because all you need is me, 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 me. Wow. Do you think they're putting out crap about it? Yes, I do. Flog it and see. Flog it and see says, do you think they are putting out this crap about Jam because they know anything will be reported or in the press, so they are just putting out stuff to fool the public? Yeah, it's a smokescreen, and it's purposely done by Meghan to upstage whatever Catherine does. And it's sad, it's pathetic, and it's warped, and it's psychotic, and it's creepy. I mean, fucking dog biscuits? Seriously, dog biscuits? Wow. Okay. Mm. Mm. Free speech 1 June. Take care with Paula. She fights and gets nasty. I don't have a beef with Paula. I just don't agree with what she does and talking shit about me in her shows. You know, she can do what she wants, but you know, I'm not going to talk nasty about her. You know, I don't. So I just, you know, call it like I see it. So Julianne Lewis, I was banned from Sugar Channel last night. Huh. Nice puppy. I'm still screaming. Yeah, it's really funny about everybody distancing themselves. I saw the Kevin Spacey surprise puppies. I'm still screaming about laughing about Kevin Spacey distancing himself from Megan in the last interview. Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw those little things, but if you Google Megan gets what is it, roasted by Will Ferrell. Oh, now that's funny. Will Ferrell, I guess at the premiere of Despicable Me 4. I guess Megan allegedly walked in, according to the interview, walked in and said, just tried to, you know, steal the red carpet. And Will Ferrell turned into his legendary character, Ron Burgundy, which is classic and hilarious. He says, "Excuse me, but I don't think you were invited." They're serving tea and crumpets in the lobby. Why don't you go? Because you're not invited. And apparently, she tried to stay because she was supporting her friend's daughter or something. And Will ventured on to say, he goes, "This here is for Hollywood and not for you to come in and turn it into a photo shoot for yourself. Because you're not, just because you were married into the royal family, you know, sorry, but this is for Hollywood, you know, and you're not invited to leave." I thought that was hilarious. Now, whether it be true or not, I don't know, but I'm sure somebody in the audience saying that Megan turned completely red faced and flustered. Um, you know, I'm sure, you know, somebody took some cell phone footage and they'll probably end up posting it. Who knows? But that would make my day. If I could get a video of Will Ferrell talking like Ron Burgundy and roasting Megan, oh gosh, my life would be complete. It would be great. Oh man. Oh, let's see. Hmm. Cara Murray, I'm just going by some of the comments that people send me. So I don't, you know, um, like, because I, you know, honestly, I've never heard of that before either. But just comments that people just send me. So okay, let's see. She loves dirty cryptic messages. Karen Ott, she was bashing Tom because they won't the letter Megan wrote to her father. You know, and so you see now here's and that's true also, because I remember that Paula was bitching and moaning because I wouldn't, you know, release, or she was saying, why doesn't Thomas go release the rest of the letter that Megan wrote him? That Dad specifically said that letter will never see the light of day, because how Meghan talked to him, which he just doesn't, and back then he was really protecting her. But now I think he's, I don't, who knows what's going to happen with that letter, but, it just gives people more fuel, and it just gives people more things to put in headlines on thumbnails on their shows so they can get clickbait or whatever, it's just like, oh, the letter, if that letter ever gets released, or if I want to dispose of that letter or put that letter out there, I will, but it's up to my father. It's not my property. It's his property. All righty then. Let's see. Shelly Keith, thank you so much. Good program today. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right. Well, I'm glad that people are just like up on the fact that, I'm just not talking out of my ass here. These are actual real things that do happen all the time, and it just is what it is. So, like I said, I'm glad people who do watch all these programs and do catch all these other people's shows and stuff like that. It's really nice of everybody just to throw it my direction and make me aware of it, because I really don't watch other people's programs. It's not because I don't want to. It's just, honestly, I don't have time, and I'm doing my own thing, and I've got things to do. So, let's see. Linda Altero, thank you so much for the happy Father's Day to me and my dad. Thank you. Christine Ingram, the king has written to all of the Commonwealth countries, telling them that they are not working on his behalf, and their visits are not vetted by him, and that their behavior was upsetting to him and Nigeria. Well, it is what it is, it's just like that Nigerian visit was, just like the lady said, it's not Meghan Markle's Met Gala, and put some damn clothes on. If I want to watch SpongeBob SquarePants, I can watch the cartoon on TV. I don't need it in front of me. So yes. Absolutely. The letter is my father's, Connie. That's right. And that's the way it is. It's not my problem. It's not, And like I said before, just like, some things, I don't have to answer every question. If I want to answer a question, I will. And if I want to make it other people's business, I will. And if I want to use something for clickbait, I'll use it for clickbait. And then everybody else can just feed off of that. It's just, that's the way it goes. Oh, wow, Marie, thank you so much. You are awesome. I think it's great that you're so protective of your dad. I'm sure over the years you didn't always see eye to eye, but in this hour of need, you showed up. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very nice. That's very nice. That is awesome. And thank you. That's very nice of you. That's a really nice comment, Marie. That's really nice. You are awesome. It's not easy, and I'll tell you, it's not a physical thing, but it's a mental thing. And it just really just brings me back to the thoughts of how Meghan could do that. and be so cold and heartless and mean and abuse my father so much just for nothing, just because she had to hide the fact that she lied about being an orphan and an only child and poor, which I don't, she bullshitted the royal family for sympathy and the poor me victim card. And then she didn't, nobody was invited to the wedding because then she couldn't, she would be caught in her lies. Harry would be going, well, who are these people? Who are all these people? Wow, you have two families, and that should have been Harry's first red flag there, that he should have ran and just not look back. Because if somebody's going to lie about being poor growing up and not having a family and being an only child and an orphan, and then all of a sudden you find out that, on her mom's side of the family, she's got a massive family. On her dad's side of the family, she's got another extended family. Wow. It's sick. And to put my dad through that, if it wasn't for my dad, Megan, you would be washing dishes at Sizzler Salad Bar, because you wouldn't have that education. Nope. You wouldn't have gone to Northwestern. You would have went to public schools, like everybody else. But no, Dad made you go. Dad paid for your private schools from the Little Red Schoolhouse in Hollywood when you were just a little turd sack running around crapping in your own diaper, right? He paid and worked his ass off to put you where you're at. And this is the thanks you give him. Wow. So whatever, you're Harry's problem now. So Precious Defeer, thank you so much. You are awesome. I appreciate that. Tammy Linkletter. Oh, there you are, another member. Thank you. Hello, Thomas. I heard another moon bump is on the way. Yeah, she's keeping the moon bump factory in business. At least somebody's making some money off of her. Well, I read a comment also about the third moon bump baby. I read a comment today that was actually kind of funny, that it would cover for the breast implant job that she wants. Oh my God. What happened to the other ones? What happened to the other ones? I mean, there were nothing special, but they were there. But the pictures in Nigeria, man, it looked like a piece of toast, like SpongeBob Square Toast with nothing. It's like, so now maybe this next third moon bump will mysteriously make some breast implants. We're going to watch and see, just like everybody else. So it's going to be funny. It's going to be comical. It's going to be clickbait for everybody out there on YouTube doing channels and everything. Well, people, this has been a very, very nice show. Obviously, everybody can tell that I'm feeling better, and Thank you, Gene. Thank you for the happy Father's Day. Lily, you have a really good point there. Lily says, I still believe that you and the ginger should chat on the sly. Where she don't know. If you could speak to him now, what would you say? I would say, Harry, I don't know why you bought into that and bought into all those stories when now you know that the Markle family is just a normal family like anybody else, like every other family out there. And you should have taken it upon yourself to tell her to shut the fuck up and called us. That's what I would tell him. you know, you don't let anybody take your freedom away. You don't let anybody tell you, you don't let anybody tell you how to live your life. And just be a good person and be an honest person. And in my opinion, she took everything from him. But she's not done taking yet. She's not done yet. You know, she she knows that inheritance. Cha-ching, cha-ching. But I feel sorry for Harry. Deep down inside, yeah, I make a lot of jokes and because that's what I do. But I do feel sorry for Harry because I've been in very narcissistic, horrible relationships before. And the best thing I ever did was get the fuck out. And then I could not even believe after the shock and awe and destruction had passed, and I realized, oh my God, there is a life. There is a life out there. Oh my God. And Harry's going to have to do that all on his own. I mean, at some point, he's going to put his foot down and just like not even, you know, he's probably going to cry, seriously cry. I just, you know, and believe me, they have the resources. Like if he wanted to call me, he could call me. And if I knew how to call him, you know, who knows? But he's so brainwashed, and it's sad. He's so brainwashed by Megan that someday he's just going to either break down and, you know, sit in the chicken coop for a month and just collect his wits. I don't know, but I do feel sorry for Harry. I just can't even believe that. Like, damn, it's so obvious. The entire world, in my opinion, knows that he's just being worked over and manipulated. And some of the things that he's just believes to be true and brainwashed over, it's crazy. Okay, Luis, I cannot imagine the pain of a daughter hurting her dad like Smegs hurt her dad. Lady C explained about what she believes about Dad Markle. She believes in Mr. Markle due to experience with her mom. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just you know, Lady C pretty much has always had our back, and you know, she's got a very, very good insight and perspective. And I'm glad she sticks up for Dad and she doesn't buy into Megan's crap because nobody does anymore. And you know, but yeah, Lily, that you know, and I'm sure you know Megan and Harry sit and they watch, you know, from their Montecito Palace, you know, the Chicken Palace and the Dog Biscuit Palace. But yeah, Harry, you know, I've told you this many times before. You know, come on down, hang out. You know, it's totally safe here. You know, I've got an amazing group of friends here, and you could have the best time of your life. And you know, if you want, I can send you a hacksaw in the mail so you can, you know, escape from that steel ball that's strapped to your leg, and come on down and you know have some tacos. Great place. You might like it. Anyway, so you guys, yeah, we're a little over 2 hours now, and um, lots more to come. Lots more to come, especially next week. Next week is going to be a very, very busy week for all of us. There's going to be lots of content, lots of shows, maybe even every single day. But there's a lot of stuff coming next week. It's very important. But it is Father's Day, and so I got Dad this amazing massager because he's been buying like these little stupid little neck massagers that don't work worth a shit as seen on TV, sharper image. They're all garbage, right? You just he puts it on there and it's just like, nah, 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 it doesn't even heat up. Just garbage. Crap out there for 30, 40, 50 bucks. So I don't know if anybody knows, like when you go to the barber shop, they've got this thing that they stick on their hand. It's about like this big, and it slips over your hand, and boy, it goes on your shoulders. You can feel that from your shoulders down to your toes. So it was expensive. It was 3,000 pesos, which is about $200, almost $200. So, but I got that for Dad for Father's Day, and I'm going to take him out for his favorite liver and onions. But you guys are awesome. I super appreciate everybody tuning in. And like I said, I just can't even believe the support and the likes and subscribes from everybody out there. And, the membership, signing up for memberships, that is so awesome. But it just means a lot to me because I don't ever like post when I'm going to go on. It's because I still get harassed and hacked and infiltrated by the moron Sussex squad. Thank you, Marie. You are awesome. Appreciate it. I will keep it up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here, but a lot of people say that they're missing Chick Magnet, and I've been very, very delinquent, so I'm going to call Chick and see if he's willing to come on the show next week. Okay. And we'll just, and we can, maybe we can get Megain on the show again. Would everybody like to see Megain on the show and Chick Magnet on the show? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Thank you, S. James. Thank you so much. You were awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I super appreciate all you guys. And maybe I'll give Paula, maybe I'll go on Paula's show. Maybe, who knows? Anything is possible, but I don't like to let things like fester like that. I just make up my mind and I'm just done and over with it. But Paula has some explaining to do, in my opinion. So I'll work it out with Paula. I don't hate anybody until they just piss me off so bad that I never talk to them ever again. So, but anyway, love you guys so much. Wherever you are, if it's Father's Day, evening, morning, noon, night. I know Australia, it's 7 a.m. barely, I think, right now. And let's see, it would be 3 o'clock. Oh boy, so it's going on 11 o'clock in the UK. So anyway, and it's 2:45 here. But love you guys for tuning in. I just can't say it enough. And thank you so much for all the happy Father's Day wishes to Dad also. And we'll see you very soon. All right, guys. Bye.